It's your boy Wits Capone, back with another video, and today man's gonna be doing a juicy story time still. I feel like man needs to bring some of the story times back in that. You get me? Cause I done a story time. I've done a couple story times anyway. You get me? And like a lot of you seem to like it, innit? So man's gonna bring more of it to you and that. So cool. Which one should I even talk? Yeah, let me talk about this one. Cool. So obviously, you're on Facebook Messenger, Facebook, whatever you want to call it, as you do. Cool. I get a friend request now. In fact, no, let me not lie. It wasn't a friend request. What it was, yeah, I added something in it, yeah. Then obviously, I hollered in it, because obviously me, I'm not shy of confidence in it. Like, when I'm feeling someone, like, appearance-wise, man's going to let them know that, you get me? Man's feeling them and that, cool. So obviously now, I hollered her now. She's all saying, oh, she's what do you call it? She's seeing someone and whatnot innit. But obviously at the same time, I'm playing the game innit. At the same time innit, I know how most girls are, fam. They will say they're seeing someone, then 2 days later they'll holly you saying, oh, it's not that thing and so forth and so forth. So I already knew the outcome, but I'm just not saying that, innit. Cool. So a day goes past now. She's all viewing off my stories and that. You know them ones when you try to chat to a girl and she's not really on you, but then like things go quiet and that. So she's like always one of the first people to view my stories and that. Cool. So then out of nowhere, she just randomly messages me. She's like, oh, you see what I said last time? I didn't even mean it like that. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, if you're saying that you're with my man, you're with my man, innit? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, you beg? Like, I'm not the type of guy to beg either. Like, I'm not that guy, fam. I don't chase gyal, fam. You get it? So cool. So obviously now she's like, oh, what am I doing later on? Rare tear. I'm like, oh, I'm not even doing much, you know. Like, am I even going to see like my boys or something? She's like, oh, what are you saying later on? Like, you might as well slide through. I'm like, oh, what about your husband and that? Because obviously she's married and that. She's like, oh, what do you call it? My husband does nights anyway, so he's not even gonna see you like come into the crib and rare tear. Obviously these times, this is back in the day, innit? So like, I'm hella reckless, like I couldn't care less, like the repercussions and what could happen and rare tear, cool. So obviously I've taken the bus, yeah, 43. Obviously I'm not gonna bait out the girl's location and that, but yeah, I got on the bus 43 from like Holloway area. Obviously now got to the yard, now we're chilling there, and then obviously she starts pulling on my things. Like, as soon as I got to the door, well, okay, that's an exaggeration, not to the door, but we got into the sitting room and that, starts grabbing my things, talking madness in my ear. She was talking madness in my ear. I was like, cool. So obviously me, knowing how I am, I started activating as well. Cool. So obviously started piping now. But then it's funny because where we was piping, there was an engagement picture of her and, like, you get me, her husband. And I'm thinking, nah, some girls out here are fucked, fam. Like, because when I was there, she was even telling me that, oh, how her husband pays the bills, her husband treats her nice. Like, her husband does husband things, what a husband should do, like, provide, innit, at the end of the day. Looks after his kids well, all of that good stuff, innit? And in my head, I'm thinking, rah. So if he treats you nice, yeah, why you make a man slide through to blow your back out? Obviously, with me, I'm young these times, innit? So if a girl's telling me to come and blow her back out and she's nice and that as well, why am I going to say no? Especially when I'm that age as well. I'm young. I don't know any better like that. So cool. I'm beating it now. I'm just seeing the picture and I don't even know why. Like, it was just like motivated me to to go even ham in it with the girl in it. Cool. So imagine, yeah, now obviously what's happen now. The next days come now. I'm talking like in the morning, like 9 a.m, 10 a.m. these times. Calls me now. I don't think we can talk no more because what do you call it? It's my fault talking to you, rare tear. I'm like, bruv, let's not do the guilt thing, innit? Because if anything, you're the one that hollered me, fam. Told me to come and blow your back out. It's not my fault that my man's not doing his job properly, fam. because he as a man, he should satisfy you as well, innit? Obviously, I know he's working and doing whatever he's doing elsewhere, but as a man, you have to please your woman. What's the point of having sex with a woman, yeah, if you're not gonna make her bust first? That's the whole point. You get me? How you beating a thing, yeah, and I'm busting up after 2 seconds? Like, we're not 18 no more, you know. Like, you didn't just lose your virginity the other day, fam. Do you get it? So certain man need to pattern up. I'll be real, fam. You get me? And these times, it was in my younger days as well. So these times, man used to deal with a lot of baby moms, innit? Obviously, it's not something to be proud of, but at the same time, I feel like I need to share, like, with the people that's watching this video, innit? Because, like, me, I'm very honest, innit? I don't hide nothing from nobody, especially if I'm making videos for my audience. You get me? Because at the end of the day, you lot are my family, innit? So I feel like most things you lot deserve to know. So obviously, man's letting you know now, innit? You get me? The whole shebang and that. But yeah, man, there's much more juicy story times to come, innit? Way more juicier than this, innit? But obviously, like, I'm warming up, setting the tone and that. Then soon, man's gonna come out with some brazy story time. You're gonna think, rah, okay, shit then. And you see, with me, another thing about me, it's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about in terms of the story time. But my work rate is fucking crazy. Everyone tells me this all the time. But I know with all the hard work and perseverance, like, it's all gonna pay off in the end, innit? So I'm just banging out these videos as much as I can and see where it takes me, innit? I'm just trying to think. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then back to the drawing board, innit? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, other than that, yeah, man, I thought this was like a little brief story time, do you know what I mean? So yeah, other than that, don't forget to leave a like on the video, comment, most importantly subscribe, because when you like the video and when you interact in the comments section, leaving your comments and that, it helps with YouTube's algorithms. And obviously, when the more you like the video, the more it helps bring my videos up on people's recommended, innit? It makes it more what's the word I'm even looking for, fam? It makes it more likely that people will spot my videos, basically, is what I'm trying to say, innit? So yeah, man, make sure we're doing all the good stuff by sharing my videos on all social media platforms. And yeah, man, I've literally covered everything, innit? So yeah, man, other than that, it's been your boy Wits Capone, and I'm out.